Hi friends, how are you today? Great. Thanks for joining me so that we can continue with Lesson 10. Today, in Day 7, we will take on Midterm Test 2. This is the final day of Lesson 10. So, you will need Midterm Test 2 for today's lesson. Do you have this ready? It includes a passage, which is a reading bit, and 12 questions. So make sure you have that ready. Great. So we will start by writing our names here. Also write today's date, the date on which you write this test. Now let's start by reading the instruction. Read the passage. Choose the best answer for each sentence or question about a bold word. Then fill in the circle next to your answer. Great. The name or title of the passage is The Donner Party. The Donner Party. Great. Let's begin to read. Though the pioneer times were an exciting era in American history, not all pioneer tales are success stories. In 1846, a wagon train of farm families led by George Donner left Illinois. Their destination was California, 2,000 miles away. When they arrived in Utah, members of the group talked the others into using a shortcut. The route was supposed to be shorter and easier for the pioneers, but the land was unfamiliar to them and they wasted valuable time trying to find their way. Their wagons reached the Sierras just as heavy winter snows were due. When the Donner Party was deep in the mountains, a severe storm trapped them. They made camp where they were, moving into one deserted cabin and building several makeshift ones. Unfortunately, the winter was unusually harsh, and their attempts to continue on were unsuccessful. They soon consumed all the food that they had available, and they were unable to find much game or edible plants in the frozen mountains. They used extreme measures to stay alive. The party ate a thick soup made from the hides of their dead cattle. After 2 grim months in the mountains, all were starving and feeling desperate. 15 people volunteered to go on snowshoes to California and get help. Of all those in the camp, they were the strongest. Many of their companions had died or were very ill. 8 members of this heroic band died along the way. When the remaining 7 reached California, it was a month before rescue teams could reach the stranded party. Of the 78 people who had been trapped in the mountains, only 45 survived. Wow. 20-year-old Virginia Reed was one of them. When asked about her experience in the mountains, she gave this advice: never take no cut-offs and hurry along as fast as you can. So cut-offs, I think, are shortcuts. Great. Now that we've read the passage, you can read it again if you want to. But let's answer the questions. Let's start with number 1. According to this passage, what is a destination? A path to follow. B, someone's home country. C, someone's starting place. D, the place to which someone is going. According to this passage, what is a destination? It is D, the place to which someone is going. Number 2, in this passage, route means A, the guide of a wagon train. B, the end of the wagon train. C, a course that one follows to get somewhere. D, a superhighway. In this passage, route means C, a course that one follows to get somewhere. Number 3, a makeshift cabin is A, a cabin made out of stone. B, a mountain home. C, a place for hunters to stay. D, a temporary place to live. A makeshift cabin is D, a temporary place to live. Number 4, a harsh winter is likely to be A, milder than usual. B, very cold with many blizzards. C, longer than usual. D, sometimes sunny and sometimes snowy. A harsh winter is likely to be B, very cold with many blizzards, because it's harsh, it's very difficult. It could also be longer than usual, that could be harsh, but most likely it's very cold with many blizzards. Number 5. In this passage, what does consumed mean? A, destroyed. B, spent. C, ate. D, cooked. In this passage, what does consumed mean? C, ate. They consumed all their food. They ate all their food. Number 6. What does available mean in this passage? A, paid for. B, carried along. C, used up. D, ready to use. What does available mean in this passage? D, ready to use. If something is available, it's ready to use. Let me just move this up a bit. And it's D, ready to use. Great. Number 7. Edible plants, A, can be eaten. B, grow in the winter. C, are found in mountains. D, are easy to spot. Edible plants, A, can be eaten. Something that's edible can be eaten. Doesn't mean you like to eat it, but it means you can eat it. Number 8. The party was trapped for 2 grim months. You can tell that those months must have been A, difficult and painful. B, between September and February. C, in the middle of the winter. D, longer than usual. The party was trapped for 2 grim months. You can tell that those months must have been A, difficult and painful. Number 9. Which of these words is the best synonym for desperate? Remember, synonym is a word with a similar meaning. So desperate. So A, angry. B, trapped. C, hopeless. D, weak. Which of these words is the best synonym for desperate? It is C, hopeless. If you're in a desperate situation, you are in a hopeless situation. Number 10. A companion is A, someone who has to be cared for. Someone who has to be cared for. B, someone you spend time with. C, a person whom you do not trust. D, a person in a dangerous situation. A companion is B, someone you spend time with, someone you do something with. Number 11. Which is a synonym for heroic? A, courageous. B, foolhardy. C, famous. D, loyal. Which is a synonym for heroic? A, courageous. Courageous. Like soldiers can be heroic because they are courageous. Number 12. Only 45 people survived. What does survived mean in this passage? A, were still able to walk. B, remained alive. C, decided to continue. D, perished. Only 45 people survived. What does survived mean in this passage? B, remained alive. And that's it. We've answered all questions. Make sure you got all the right answers. And that's it, friends. We are all done with lesson 10. Congratulations and well done. This lesson especially was a tough one because it was so long. Remember to join me next in lesson 11. To start, you can bring along word list 11. We can start to get to know the words and their different meanings. Friends, I hope you have a great day and I can't wait to see you again in lesson 11. Goodbye and take care. Bye for now.